Hi guys, so I was asked to do this video today for you guys from a YouTube follower or subscriber, I guess as they're called. She wanted to know the difference between the Galaxy Grey Wolf, the first one that came out versus the Point 2. So I'm going to do a video because I have one of each, and I'll explain to you the differences. I sat down with them both and compared them both side by side. And yeah, so let's go. So first of all, this is the original. This is the second drop from the original series. No, it's the first one. It has the original button. So this is the first drop from the original series. As you can tell, it has their old tags. Mine's pretty faded because this is a very well-worn hood. Bella, stop. This is the original tag, while this one is the new one from its latest drop, and that's the tag, and it has the newer button. So first of all, let's compare ears. She was asking if the ear size is different and such, because apparently a lot of people are saying in reviews that the ears are different sizes, like one's bigger than the other, like the new one's bigger while the old one has smaller ears. So if you look side by side of the ears, they are exactly the same length. So they're not bigger, but this one is a lot wider. So it's a lot longer this way than this one. As you can see, just by looking side by side, the width is bigger. The ear to ear tip is the exact same size as their standard hood and is the exact same size as each other. So no, their ears are not bigger on the original or the old school. The newer one, the old school one has the exact same size of ears, just this one's ears are a lot wider. So I will put this one on. This is the new one, and as you can see, they do stand out quite a bit in width-wise. They just kind of pop, but I also have very bright ears on this hood. I'm gonna put that back there. And then you can see with this one, you can notice, I personally think you could notice the ears a lot better on this one than on this one. I'll do a side comparison here right now. I have very staticky hair now. So to me, I find the ears a lot more noticeable on this hood than this one. That's just my personal look at it. So as you can tell. Next question she asked was fluffiness. And I was just comparing the hoods side by side. And the new one, you can even tell just by being on my shoulder here. The new one is a lot fluffier, as I can pull up the fur, than this one. So the old one has a shorter fur, while the new one has a longer fur. Long fur, short fur. So there's a big difference there. There's also a color difference. It's really hard to show, but this one has more silver, while this one is a very gray with black undertone. And you can tell on the ears it has a very black undertone because of the cut on the ear, comparing to this one where there is no trim on the ear, so the ear is very blended in. So those are the two big ones I did find on these hoods. Everything else is pretty much the same, except for the Galaxy printing is a lot more vivid on the new one. There's a lot more color variation comparing to the old one where, as you can tell, it's not as vivid. It's really hard to compare these two hoods because I'm by myself. But as you can see, the color variation in the Galaxies are a lot different. The old one doesn't really have a very popping color, while the new one, the colors just burst out of the hood. So those are my comparisons of these hoods. My personal preference on favorite is the original because it is a lot slimmer, like the fur wise isn't as fluffy, and I just find it perfect and just it goes like that on me. That's just my personal opinion. I love it. Bella, that's enough. You're fine. My dog is crying at my door. But I don't know. I personally just love the more natural look on this hood, while this one looks like it's been trimmed and it's just very fluffy. But yeah. I hope this video helped on answering your questions on regards on the style and all that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night.